The first time Lily kissed her mother, she knew there was no going back. In the suffocating heat of a suburban summer, 20-year-old Lily Carter crosses a line she never imagined, pressing her lips to her mother's in a moment of reckless desire. What starts as an electric, forbidden spark ignites into an all-consuming affair. Stolen touches in the kitchen, breathless nights tangled in sheets, and a love so fierce it threatens to destroy everything. Emily, a single mother drowning in guilt but powerless to resist her daughter's touch, must choose between the life she's known and the one forbidden passion that sets her soul on fire. But when their secret is discovered, they'll face a brutal truth: society will never accept them. Bound by blood. Bound by desire. Bound by love. Before we dive into the full story, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support allows us to continue creating valuable content like this. A mother-daughter romance. The summer heat clung to the small suburban house where Emily Carter lived with her 20-year-old daughter, Lily. The air was thick with unspoken tension, the kind that hummed beneath every glance, every accidental brush of skin. Emily, a striking woman at 38 with sun-kissed waves of chestnut hair and soft curves that had only grown more alluring with age, had raised Lily alone since she was 18. They had always been close, best friends, confidants, inseparable. But lately, something had shifted between them. Lily had known she was a lesbian since high school, though she had never acted on it beyond a few secret crushes. But now, her thoughts were consumed by the woman who had raised her. It started with the way Emily's robe slipped open in the mornings, revealing the swell of her breasts, the curve of her waist. It was in the way she laughed, head thrown back, throat exposed. It was in the lingering hugs that lasted just a little too long, the way their fingers tangled when they passed the wine glass between them. One night, after a few too many drinks, they found themselves slow dancing in the dim glow of the living room, an old jazz record spinning lazily in the background. Lily's heart hammered as Emily's body pressed against hers, their hips swaying in sync. She could smell her mother's perfume, something warm and floral, intoxicating. "Mom," Lily whispered, her voice trembling. Emily's breath hitched. She knew what was coming. She had felt it too, the electric pull between them, the way her body responded to her daughter's touch. "Lily, we shouldn't." But Lily didn't stop. She leaned in, her lips brushing against Emily's in a kiss so soft it was barely there. And then Emily was kissing her back, her hands gripping Lily's hips, pulling her closer. The world narrowed to the heat of their mouths, the slide of tongues, the desperate press of bodies. When they finally broke apart, Emily's cheeks were flushed, her lips swollen. "This is wrong," she murmured, but her fingers still traced Lily's jaw. "It doesn't feel wrong," Lily whispered back. And that was all it took. From that night on, their relationship spiraled into something deeper, something forbidden. They stole kisses in the kitchen when no one was looking, hands slipping beneath clothes, breath mingling in the dark. Emily, torn between guilt and desire, tried to pull away, but every time Lily looked at her with those pleading eyes, she caved. One evening, with rain lashing against the windows, Emily finally gave in completely. They were in her bedroom, the door locked, the house silent. Lily's hands trembled as she unbuttoned her mother's blouse, revealing the lace bra beneath. Emily's breath came in short gasps as Lily's lips traced the swell of her breasts, her teeth grazing a nipple. "Are you sure?" Emily asked, her voice thick with need. Lily didn't answer with words. Instead, she pushed Emily onto the bed, her hands roaming, her mouth claiming every inch of skin. Emily arched beneath her, moaning as Lily's fingers slipped between her thighs, finding her already wet. "You're mine," Emily gasped as Lily's touch sent sparks through her body. "Always," Lily promised, her voice breaking with emotion. Their affair became a secret addiction. They made love in every room of the house, their passion growing bolder with each passing day. Emily taught Lily everything: how to touch, how to tease, how to bring her to the edge and then pull her back. Lily worshipped her mother's body, memorizing every curve, every sigh, every shudder. But secrets never stay buried. Emily's best friend, Rachel, noticed the way they looked at each other, the lingering touches, the way Lily's eyes darkened when Emily laughed. What's going on with you two?" Rachel asked one afternoon over coffee. Emily's heart stopped. "Nothing," she said too quickly. Rachel's eyes narrowed. She knew. And if she knew, others would too. The fear of discovery gnawed at Emily. She tried to distance herself, to pull away, but Lily refused to let her. "I love you," Lily said fiercely one night, her hands gripping Emily's wrists. "I don't care who knows." Emily shook her head, tears in her eyes. "We'll lose everything." They fought, angry, passionate, their bodies crashing together in a mix of frustration and need. Lily sobbed against Emily's chest. "If you're ashamed of me, then this is over." Emily's heart shattered. "I could never be ashamed of you," she whispered, holding Lily tighter. In the end, they chose each other. They came clean to their family, bracing for the fallout. Reactions were brutal, some cut ties, some pretended not to see. But through it all, they had each other. Years later, they moved to a new city, free to love openly. On a quiet beach at sunset, Emily married Lily in a secret ceremony, exchanging vows under the stars. "You're my daughter, my lover, my everything," Emily whispered as she slid the ring onto Lily's finger. Lily kissed her, slow and deep, her heart full. "And you're my forever." Conclusion of Bound by Love. The salty ocean breeze tangled in their hair as Emily and Lily stood barefoot in the sand, the last golden rays of sunset painting their skin in warm hues. The small, private ceremony had been perfect, just the two of them, the crashing waves, and the vows they'd whispered like sacred secrets. Emily cupped Lily's face, her thumb brushing away a stray tear. "I spent so long afraid of what this love would cost us," she admitted, her voice thick with emotion. "But losing you would have cost me more." Lily leaned into her touch, her own tears glistening. "We paid the price." The family who turned their backs, the friends who walked away, they didn't understand. But this. She pressed Emily's hand over her own heart. "This is the only thing that's ever made sense." Emily kissed her then, slow and deep, pouring years of fear, longing, and unwavering devotion into it. When they finally pulled apart, she smiled, a real, unguarded smile. No more hiding. Lily grinned, twirling the simple silver band on her finger. Never again. Hand in hand, they walked into the surf, the tide washing away the last remnants of their old lives. The world had tried to shame them, to break them, but here, in the quiet freedom of their love, they'd found something unshakable. Years later, their home was filled with laughter, with art, with the kind of love that didn't need to explain itself. The scars of their past had faded, replaced by something stronger, a life built on their own terms. And when Lily pulled Emily into a dance under the moonlight, their bodies swaying to a song only they could hear, Emily whispered the words that had become their truth. "You were worth every risk."